CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX, standing by. CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX, standing by. CQDX 209 Central Florida 209 Central Florida calling and standing by.
Hey, 209 5150 Montreal 73.
Hey, 5150 there in Ontario, Canada. Good to hear from you there. Yeah, I was looking for you there. No, you just chimed in. I hope you're doing good up there, and thanks for the holiday wishes there. Yeah, we just put the bird in the oven right now. Roger.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's in Canada. It's in October, so it's come and gone. Next turkey for me is Christmas, bro.
Yeah, Roger that. I tell you one thing, 5150. I don't know where the heck these days went. They went pretty darn quick. I tell you that. Man, it's Thanksgiving. The next, then you got Christmas already. Then the New Year. Oh my God, where the heck did this year go?
Hey, Bob Seger said it the best. 20 years, where did they go?
Yeah, I could say that too, man. I could say that too. Where all these years go? 20 years. I can remember 20 years. I was younger than now. Jeez, I'd pay anything to go back 20 years. That's for sure.
Yes, sir, my friend. We're out getting old. Anyways, brother, 73. Happy fucking Thanksgiving weekend to you. All the best, man. 5150 Montreal.
Hey, Roger there, 5150. Great to hear from you there, my friend. 5150 Montreal. No doubt. You guys are always bombing in down here. I talked to my buddy 551 this morning. He was coming in loud. You're coming in loud and clear. So, yeah, you take care and all that good stuff. And good holidays. Happy holidays coming. Or the Christmas and all that good stuff. 209 Central Florida saying gobble, gobble, gobble.
You're right on, 209. Hey, do you ever talk to a guy, 747 honky tonk man?
Yeah, I talked to him before too.
Yeah, he's about 60 miles away from me.
Oh, okay, Roger that. Hey, how you doing? I can't see.
Weekend, brother, all of that. 73. Merry Christmas and all that shit. 5150 Montreal.
Roger that there, 5150 Montreal. You take care. Best of 73s. And have yourself a good holidays coming up. And you take care. Good hearing to you, my friend. 209, Operator J. He'll be on the side listening. Let's see. We got Renta Love Lard DeBello Lento. I can't just. I'm sorry if I did. Alexander Carex M6Y. Hey, how you doing, man? How you guys doing? Good to see some of you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
CQDX 209 Central Florida calling. CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX. Standing by.
551, calling back 828 the next one. You got a copy of the Missouri last night?
Yeah, I got a copy on your Missouri. I didn't get your numbers, but I got a copy on the other Missouri 209er here in Central Florida waving to you.
I'm afraid you're sitting over here on my side. Sounding good to make it over. The crowd there.
Roger. All right, man. Well, you sounded good. Everybody sounded good today. I think the skip died on a little bit. I was on earlier this morning. Well, I tell you, I don't know, maybe because of this, we got a little rain coming down over here. here in Central Florida. May have something to do with it a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, you got 209 here in Central Florida, waving a hand.
Yeah, 254, I heard a couple people coming back, but I couldn't pull you out. You were done.
CQDX, 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 209, 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, stand by.
209, 254 Oregon, waving a hand.
Hey, 254 Oregon, 254 Oregon, Son of Choice in my neighborhood here. You're swinging the palm trees down here. Go ahead. Yeah, where was that station that was calling me there? That Oregon station, 209 Central Florida, waving. Yeah, that station there was calling me there. I don't know if we lost each other or contact or the conditions changed. I think the conditions are a little iffy there. 209 here in Central Florida, waving. I heard, I believe was a 181. 181. I don't know if that was the same station that was calling there, but conditions changed there. 209 in Florida, waving. Hey, Roger on that there, Canada, Central Canada, 209, Central Florida, waving right back to you. Hopefully you're staying warm up there. I know it's getting cold and windy and all that stuff, and you're getting that white stuff up there. I know that for a fact there. Anyway, 7-3 to you, 209 here, Central Florida, standing by. Yeah, I heard a station in Puerto Rico or something like that in there. How about it? 209 Central Florida, call. CQDX, CQDX, 209 here in Central Florida. 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by. CQDX, CQDX. Calling CQDX, 209 Central Florida. Calling CQDX, standing by. I heard a 911 Mobile, hello there to you. 209 Central Florida, waving a hand. Hey, Justin. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Yeah, that 911 out there. I didn't get your numbers or where you at there. I did hear you calling me there. 209 here, Central Florida, waving. Yeah, 757 575. Oh my God, 577. Oh my God, I can't even talk worth a dang today. How about it? 209 here in Central Florida. We got you loud and clear here. How about that 757? 757, 209 Central Florida, call.
Are you waving with all the fingers? Yeah, we've been in New York a lot. A lot of people wave with it.
Let's see. We got Galvinsburg, and I got Justin in there. Rank King 112. It's just a CB radio, 11 meters, talking skip all over the place, state to state. CQDX, 209 here in Central Florida. 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, stand by. heard somebody calling me. They're 209 here. Didn't get all the numbers and whatnot. Band conditions seem to be pretty low. Starting to go out. Earlier this morning, it was going good, but it seems like now it's just not going good. The other station calling me. Go ahead again. 209 Central Florida. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that there, 209. Cutting in and out here too. Yeah, this is 8063 Radio in Oregon State, roger.
Roger, did you say Michigan?
Oh, no, negative, Oregon. That is the Oregon State, roger.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oregon State there. Yeah, right. You're doing a good job, my friend. Yeah, it just seems like the band is up and down now. I tell you what, you should have been on earlier yesterday morning. Scotland was in there, and I mean, all over the place. England, and you name it, it was out there.
No problem. You can get home.
All right, my friend. You take care there. You have yourself a good gobble day. Happy Turkey Day. You got 209 here in Central Florida waving.
Yeah, roger that there, 209. Yeah, we got another station down there in Florida because they take me out. He's making the trip to Oregon as well. So this is 8063 out here, Oregon State. We'll be standing by.
Roger, 063 209 Central Florida. Waving back to you, and have yourself a good Thanksgiving. We just put the old bird in the old oven there, cooking it slow. But anyways, 209 Central Florida, staying by.
But yeah, I got some other stations out there covering it. Illinois, 75 Oregon.
CQDX, 209 Central Florida calling and standing by.
209, 309, Florida. 751, is that right? 209, 751.
Roger. I heard a 757 in there. I think it was a 757, I believe. Yeah, band is up and down. Go ahead again. 209 Central Florida, waving a hand there to you. I heard a 757 in there. I heard a 757, 757 there. I know who that was. There was another gentleman there that knows you. I says I haven't talked to him yet, and you're out there, and I don't know. I can't hear you today. You were coming in strong before, and then you just dropped right out. Conditions are starting to get poor. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather down my direction that's causing all this problems. Who knows? 209 Central Florida, standing by.
CQDX 828 the Lone Star State, standing by.
Yeah, about 828 209 Central Florida, waving.
209 Central Florida, you're still living in my receiver there, sir. 828 the Lone Star.
Hey, Roger on that, my friend, from the Lone Star State, no doubt about it, deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, you're sounding really choice here. Yeah, the band condition seems to be in rough shape today. I don't know what's going on. Well, earlier this morning was really good. Now it's starting to drop out a little. It's kind of Mother Nature is, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I've actually got some pretty good conditions over here on my side. I'm a little further west of you, though, so that seems to be always the case. But I expect here in about another hour or so it'll start to drop off on my end as well there, Roger.
Hey, Roger. I hear that there. Yeah, we got our bird in the old oven there getting slow cooked. Got all the species and spices and all that. And yeah, it's going to start making the house smell really good, that's for sure. But yeah, you're sounding choice here. And I got 10 over S9 on you. Good clear audio and no problem, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, I appreciate the compliments there, and to save some flowers for yourself there, my friend. You're making it over the top of everybody else there. But yeah, we decided not to do the bird this year. We're going to do some big old ham, big old glazed ham, and got the family coming over here in a couple hours. And yeah, I'm not like you. We got the house smelling good, and got all the good vibes in there, Roger.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. That sounds good too. At least make a nice sandwich, a little bit of mustard on it. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, you enjoy your turkey this evening, and enjoy your family, and got lots to be thankful for there in the good old USA. And good to hear you out there. We'll try to talk again there. We'll do this another time, my friend. Until then, 73828 the Lone Star.
Out there, man. 28 in the Lone Star. All right, man. Yeah, I'm usually out on 36 quite a bit there, and got quite a bit of friends out there I like to talk to every once in a while, and it's quite fun. Thank frequency and a lot of good people out here. That's for darn sure. All right, 7-3. Happy Turkey Day to you. 209 Central Florida. Said that and standing by.
Yeah, the number 5. You got about a 7 to 9 here on my receiver. Sounding bodacious over here in the Lone Star. Oh, just. The house smelling good. I was talking to another operator just now. I got the glazed ham, warming on up, and got family coming over here in a couple of hours, and sit and enjoy each other. And in the meantime, enjoy some of that DX there, Roger. How about that 318 St. Augustine? Yeah, Roger, that sounds good, man. I tell you, you're making a good trip over here. Sure is good to hear you out there, my friend. Again, have a Thanksgiving to you and your family there. And we'll try this again another day. 7-3, my friend, 828 the Lone Star. 210, Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, trying to enter that sand pile.
Yeah, I was calling for the sand pile. You got 209 here in the sand pile of state of Florida. 209 here in Central Florida. Waving.
We're waving a hand and having a happy Thanksgiving, I hope.
Yeah, how about that station in Rhode Island? How about that Rhode Island station? 209 here in Central Florida, calling.
Pleasure on this end. 210 Central Eastern Maryland waving.
Hey, 210. You sound like a local here in the state of Florida in the sand pile here.
Hey, 10-4, I was there for 35 years down there in Orlando.
Roger on the 30 years in Orlando. What makes you move up where you at there? Go ahead.
We had aging parents to take care of.
Yeah, that's good, though. At least you're taking care of business there. Taking care of your parents because you don't know when they're going to be gone, and it's the best thing you've done there, man. Roger?
10-4. I miss that warm weather right now.
Yeah, I've been hearing it's been a little chilly up there. I know Canada's got a lot of wind going on there. The snow's coming in, and I hate to be up there. It's and it's very cold. To talk to a friend of mine, and he says it's pretty darn cold up there, way north in Canada.
10-4. Yeah, it's cold enough here, let alone do I want to be up there. That's for sure.
Yeah, Roger that there. Man, you're smoking here. I don't know your kind of antenna, radio, whatever, but man, I tell you, you're loud and clear. Good signal. Man, you said you're in Rhode Island, correct?
Negative. We're over here in Eastern Maryland, over on the Eastern Shore.
Okay, Roger on the eastern part of Maryland. Okay. I was kind of close, but no cigar. But yeah, you're doing a good job, my friend. Very good job. Okay, yeah, I remember them radios, yeah. Well, it's doing a hell of a job there for you. I can tell you that there. Yeah, excellent, man, excellent.
Well, you have a good day. The rest of your Thanksgiving Day, 73 to you and yours down there.
Yeah, same back to you, man. Don't eat too much, and you have yourself a good Thanksgiving, and next thing you know it, the Mr. Fat Man, ho man will be around the corner. Oh my God, where's those days are going? Anyways, catch you later. 7-3. Thanks for the QSO there. 209 here in Central Florida. We'll be standing by.
210 Eastern Maryland. We'll take care.
Take care, man.
Man, it's the Maryland operation there, man. It's pretty good since it's over. Just want to let you know, we're pretty good. 1.3, it's over, double over 10 bucks. Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, we're standing by.
Man, I got a weird sound on that on my receiver. It almost sounds like a dang CAT scanner or a MRI. Da, 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 da. I don't know what the hell that noise is. That's weird. That's the first I ever heard. CQDX 209 here in Central Florida. 209 Central Florida calling and standing by.
709 Central Florida, NorCal 211.
Hey there, 211, 209 Central Florida. Waving a hand there to you.
Copy that, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all, huh? Have a great day. Your pal NorCal 211.
Hey, Roger there, 211. Right back at you too, and hope you and your family have a good Thanksgiving and all that good stuff there. And yeah, hopefully you just wish. Yeah, just be thankful we're all talking on the old radio or video and having fun. And yeah, 7-3. Have yourself a good one. 209 Central Florida, standing by.
Copy that, 709. My best to you and your call. NorCal 211 on the side.
Roger that there, 211, 209 Central Florida, standing by.
211, I think, or 221. They heard both of you here in Iowa. Happy Thanksgiving there from Delta 26 here in Iowa. Copy that, Delta 26. Loud and clear here, 60 miles north of Sacramento, California. 73 to yours and your all, my friend.
Damn, I got California.
Yep, okay. Hope you're having some good weather out there. We're about 38 degrees, full sunshine, and
yeah, Sacramento, California. I just talked to the other, not this guy, but the other guy here. That's pretty good.
Forecast 73s. 73s, my friend. Have a great day. NorCal 211 on the side.
Justin, so what's going on, brother? Did you get your station all set up? CQDX 209 Central Florida, 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by. Hey, Roger, heard somebody calling my call, 209 there. Somebody got on top of you there a little bit there. Either had the bad conditions or a little funky monkey here. 209, reaching out that other call that was calling me there. 209 Central Florida. Try again.
209, you're Flatfoot, World Radio 442 in the gold.
Oh, Roger, the gold foot there and the gold, the gold there, in the gold there, in the Golden Gate, I believe. Sounding real choice down here in the Central Florida, man. Sounding good, Roger. Yeah, I guess how about it there? That station was talking to me there. 209 Central Florida. Hello. Man, the conditions are just crazy. CQDX 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by.
Here at 442 for some solid numbers, a lot of power right there. Hey, Mr. Flatfoot, 442, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. For the original good station out there. Frisco, Bay, how copy?
CQDX, 209, Central Florida, calling CQDX, stand by. CQDX, 209, Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by. That's how the stick went down. CQDX, 209, Central Florida, calling and standing by.
West Coast, Hogtown radio station.
Yeah.
Number one hog
CQDX, 209, Central Florida, calling and standing by.
Golden Gate, Frisco Bay.
Yeah, we got the Golden Gates out there. I think we got some Golden Gators out there. 209, Central Florida, waving a hand.
Good copy. We appreciate you when you send in blessings from my house to yours.
Hey, Roger on that there. Roger on that. The Golden Gates out there. Golden Gates there. Same thing. Wish you all have a good Thanksgiving and your family and all. 209 Central Florida, waving.
Take care. 6111 out there, Brother Andy. We'll definitely do it again. I'll be looking forward to your station during that worldwide check-in with the Hogtown. CQDX 828, the Lone Star Station. Hogtown to Hogtown and worldwide. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Yeah, I got the 545. I didn't get your location there. 545, 828, the Lone Star. Yeah, 545 New York State. Yeah, conditions are kind of shifting around on my side here. That's probably about to fall out here just a little while. And anyway, I heard you in there. Just want to give you a wave. 828 the Lone Star. 545. Good Thanksgiving to you and yours. We'll talk again. 73828 the Lone Star.
CQDX, 209. Standing by.
Yeah, I got that 209 in there. 209, 828 the Lone Star.
Hey, your Lone Star, 829. Hello, 209 Central Florida, waving.
209, that was 828, 828 the Lone Star.
Oh, 828. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you're smoking there over here. Out there, shaking the water up. It was just raining out there. We got some good good old rain out here today.
Roger, they're 209. Hey, it's good to hear you out there. You're about the only one coming in on my receiver that's coming from the southeast there. So, yeah, I think my time for Florida stations is about to dry up here for the day. I'll start getting that West Coast in here soon. And anyway, it won't be much longer. Actually, about another hour and a half, and it'll just fall out completely on my side there, Roger.
Yeah, exactly. I go through the same thing. I usually get the northern parts of the state, and I'll get spots in different directions. It starts to get kind of died out over here. Kind of in the same predicament, but a little different. Roger?
Yeah, roger that. Well, hey, 209, it's good to hear you in there, my friend. I hope you and yours have a good Thanksgiving, and yeah, we'll try to do this again another day, Roger.
Hey, roger that. Hopefully we'll talk to you again. Because I'm usually out here on 36. A lot of good people out here. Lots of good people. I enjoy it. It's thankful enough we do have some good people left out here in this world. Anyways, catch you later, man. Doing a great job down this way here in the southeast coast of Florida, in case you're wondering. You got Operator J, Julia Alpha Yankee, waving back.
That's our Operator J. You got Operator Echo Delta here, and here in the Lone Star, right in the middle of the Texas Panhandle, a little city called Amarillo there, Roger.
Okay, Roger, on the Texas Panhandle. You're pretty much up that way. Yeah, it's doing man. Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're probably looking right at me there, where your signal's going. So that's probably why I'm getting you really well there, Roger.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. I'm on a 5/8 ground plane there, vertical. So, yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have a flat side foot in your way, but hey, it does the job there, Roger.
Hey, Roger that. Yeah, I'm just using an old Serial antenna. It's been through a lot of heck, but it does the job. And I did a little maintenance on it not long ago, and she's still rocking and rolling. And you can't beat these antennas. Also, they're a really good rugged antenna. It's been through hurricanes, storms. I mean, it's been up for about 20 something years, and it's missing some radios. But I'm not gonna fix it. If it still works, I'm getting talk around the world, and I'm not gonna open up a can of worms, and then it won't work. So I just put it's a little maintenance on it, and coated it with some that ceramic coating. Spray paint there, and make it last a little longer, and I covered the connection so no paint will get in there. But coax is all good, and so here we are. So yeah, so it works really good. It's been a great antenna in the service, and then it's been doing great here in service here on the radio. So I'm pretty happy. But I'm really that's just amazed how this thing still talks, because that antenna is just it looks like it's on its last leg, but it does work well. 209 Central Florida. Stand by.
After 209, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it there. Yeah, if it's a good one, just keep it running if it works there. But anyway, good to catch you out there, my friend. We'll try this again another day. Till then, 73828, the Lone Star there, Mr. 209.
Roger, Roger, 828. They're in the Lone Star State there, no doubt about that there. Have yourself a good one. Happy Turkey Day. Gobble, 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 gobble. Don't eat too much. Wishing you and your family a good day. Thanksgiving, and as I guess they could say, season greetings, I guess, is, it's already here, so you might as well start saying it now. Anyways, 209 here, southeast coast of Florida. Stand by. CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX. Stand by. The skip starting down here. CQDX 209 Central Florida calling and standing by. Do we have any more DX out there? Anything DX land left out there? 209 Central Florida calling and standing by. CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX standing by.
Yeah, Central Florida, we got you. 757 Minnesota.
757. Yeah, I was trying to call you on 36. You probably didn't hear me. Band conditions were kind of funky. But yeah, I got a hold of you. You sounded good down this way in Central Florida, Roger.
I think you said it was 607. I'm kind of losing there. If you want to come back and try it again, I'll try dialing
You got 209er, 209er in the state of Florida, southeast coast of Florida, waving back. Roger.
Yeah, 209. You got you there a little bit of now. I don't know if it did anything on your end or not.
Yeah, Roger that. I got you there. Whereabouts are you there? You sound loud and clear over here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota. I'm about an hour and a half outside of Fargo, North Dakota.
Oh, okay, Roger that. Well, you're making a hell of a trip here into Central Florida, here in the southeast coast of Florida. Doing really good. Yeah, I guess the band is starting to like lock up or shut down. I tell you, this morning it was absolutely crazy. This morning, there are a lot of good stations, overseas stations, Scotland, UK out there, and man, there was a lot of good stations. And so we got the bird in the oven, and we're slow cooking that sucker, and then next you know it, you're gonna have a nice house that smells really good. It's can't wait for that, there, Roger.
Oh, Roger, gotta love that. There's no question about it. Yeah, it was this little, geez, I don't even know where it was from. It was mostly French speaking, so I don't know if it was, Canada, France, or, the UK somewhere. I couldn't get in there. I tried, calling a few people. I got nothing back. And like I said, I just happened to flip over having 10KC to the channel, and holy crap, I've been finding a lot of people up here.
Yeah, Roger that. Yeah, usually I'm on 36, and this morning that DX was running like gangbusters. Let's see, the UK was coming in. Scotland. I talked to Scotland yesterday morning, and I heard that other guy from the UK. He's always in there, and man, I tell you, the band was really in good shape until now. What time is it we got here? We got about 3:55, around 4 o'clock. I think it starts to shut down, 4 or 5 o'clock, and then it starts to shift. But early mornings here, it's killer down here. You get everywhere, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that one. Yeah, I haven't been playing a lot on sideband. I actually ran, I don't know, about 2 pills on sideband, somewhere around there. But on AM, I can go as high as 10, 1500, somewhere around in there. So I usually stay on AM, but yeah, it was thick today, so I just figured the hell I'd give it a try and see what I could do.
Hey, you're right, Roger that there, Roger that. Yep, I hear that. Yeah, it's I was on 36. I just left 36 not long ago, and I tried 39 here, and that stupid 1-1 guy there is on 38, splattering on 37, and so there was no sense using 37. So I said, okay, we'll go to 39 or 40 or 35. Usually I get some newer people on different channels on the sideband here, but it's good hearing you out there, and you're just blowing smoke up this way here in the southeast coast of Florida, shaking the palm trees and shaking the water off the palms there, because we had some little bit of rain in here. I think that's probably why the band conditions here are kind of getting a little iffy. I think that there's a front that came in, so that could be it.
Hey, Roger, well, yeah, we got snow here, and the air is thick, so yeah, it's doing a lot of CS and Q41. I was up on, I was on 38, and there's somebody in there working key, like a, hand, and, leads over to city king and stuff. Q241. 38. I screwed the thing up. The key went away. It's like, holy place.
Yeah, Roger that. It's too bad because 38, I remember using 38 a lot in the 90s. It was a really good channel. And for everybody else, some people like dealing with. I don't like hearing it. I go, I hang out there. There's a lot of nice people there, and all the bull crap. Just they hang there or they go back HF bands and the ham bands on 7200. That's what about 99.9% of them all come from there. Now the band goes down, they go back to 7200 and cause chaos over there. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand. One guy and some guy from the key. And, I started back in 1968, and we had a few idiots on then, and we had to go out and find them and put an end to it. But now just they get away. I don't know what the thrill is about it. Go out and spend all this money for equipment and everything else. Is aggravating people on this priority list in life. You could do that. I just, I don't understand it. I could see having debates, political debates or whatever with people, that aggravates me out. But just to tie up the chain with stupidness, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. You spend all this money on equipment. I got a lot of equipment, and I don't misuse it or whatever. You got a lot of money invested in your equipment. What is the point even doing that kind of malicious bullcrap? I don't understand why. And that guy, he must have a stock in finals, or they call them, finals, and the amplifier, those pills, or whatever you call those dang things. They call them pills, but they're actually a transistor or they're MOSFETs, either one. But he must have a stock, like 2 giant boxes full of that stuff. Who knows? But either that, he's got a liquid-cooled amplifier. It can go on all day long. He's got fans on the radio, big giant fans in the amplifier. I just don't get it. Don't understand why bother spending all that money on just to do all that stupid stuff. I just don't get people sometimes. Excuse me. It's really dumb. It's just, why bother? I mean, it's just, if you want to do that kind of thing, just go on those little kitty walkie-talkies and fool around on that. Why do it here? This doesn't make any sense.
I can't imagine what equipment that he runs that he can run, key down for so long without toasting the finals. I have no idea how long they last, but if I hold down this key, my radio is a DX2 built by John Beck. It runs 2 pills itself. I key down for a minute or so. This sucker gets hot. It's got inside fans and everything else, and it's only 2 pills. It doesn't do all that much damage. But this guy, I don't understand it. I've seen people burn out their finals doing less.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. When the antenna changes, say if it rains or the humidity or in the summer months, he says he's out in Texas somewhere, in Arizona. I don't know which one. Everybody knows where he is, but no, everybody's all bark but no bite. I wish if that guy was in my town or city, I'd find the guy, I'd rip that dang antenna off with a car and take off with it. And then to be done with it. But nobody wants to do anything about it. The FCC don't want to do nothing about it, so we have to take our matters in our own hands, just like everything else in life.
Yeah, the FCC used to care. I mean, like I said, I started back in 68. And somewhere 69 or 70, I ran a Johnson Viking radio on FM. And after about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I ran my own little radio station. I got a knock on the door, and the guy, came down, looked at this stuff and everything, and flashed the badge. And he was nice guy, just told me shut down before he takes the house away from me. So, back then they showed an interest, but now, they're too busy listening to Al-Qaeda or whatever the hell it is. So they just do the CPU destroy itself with all the idiots. People running, 4, 5, 10,000 watts. I don't even understand that one.
Yeah, there's a thing called RF exposure, radiation exposure. And every time they key their 5,000 watt amplifier, they're getting baked. Even if the radio's transmitting, you're next to the amplifier, you're next to the high power transformer or power supply. if they start growing their fingers too long and they start bubbling up after a while, they're gonna end up losing their legs or their arms and fingers. RF exposure or radiation poisoning you don't want to fool with, but everybody thinks I'm crazy, but it's RF exposure is the most thing to watch out for. You don't want to mess with it, you know. And just like with the X-ray machines, it's the same thing. It takes a high voltage, high power DC current to actually light up the either it's a vacuum tube, cathode tube, you know, and then the pentode or whatever it is. It takes high voltage to emit that, and it's all encased in lead and all that. And if it was, you know, everything, these radios are not encased in lead, or their power supplies are not encased in lead. And so slowly they're baking themselves to death, and they don't even realize. And then you hear, oh, this guy died, oh, from lymphoma or this and that. He probably burned his guts out, you know. I mean, come on. I mean, you know for a fact that half these guys that do that, they end up burning themselves alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Roger. I'm on Facebook with a lot of people. I run steel tube amps and all of this. You know, back in the day, I remember I had an amp. I actually ran the garden hose down into the basement and drained it into there's a drain in the basement. And you keyed up on that thing there, and you actually lit the fluorescent light to the basement. So, yeah, I didn't have that shit for too long. And, yeah, I just don't understand it. If you want to play with that much power or whatever, go to ham. You don't need that much. You know what I mean? All you do is wipe out a shitload of other people, and, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem fun to me. Even what I got, you know, it's kind of cheating. Back in the day, you ran, hell, I ran a Courier 23 Plus back in 1968 with a D104. I used to talk all kinds of stuff with that. Man, it was Shakespeare stick. And that thing was great back then. Now it is nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Shakespeare big stick there. Yeah, they were still making them in the 80s and 90s, and I don't know if they still make them anymore, but I know they make antennas for the military. I know that for a fact. They got them online, and they're not cheap antenna because they take up out the shock absorption and you know, it's probably made by Shakespeare or another company or Harris or I don't know who makes the military antennas. They put them on their tanks or they put them up on their tents or their little communications tent or whatever they do. Shakespeare made a lot of antennas for different applications, and I wonder if the big stick was and they made it for some for the military. I wonder. Because Shakespeare made a lot of stuff for different companies. Even believe it or not, Radio Shack, they made about their early Radio Shack antennas were all Shakespeare, and because that's definitely a fact. And I looked on the history on it. People told me, and yeah, because all their fiberglass whips for the mirrors and all that, the earlier stuff, not the stuff they had now or whatever. During the years, I'm talking about your time and the 70s and the 80s. I mean, they had antennas up the wazoo and Radio Shack at the time by Archer. But really, Shakespeare made them antennas. Roger?
Sorry, I remember Radio Shack. Well, it was great. I used to buy a lot of stuff from them. Resistors, transistors, all that stuff. Connectors of all kinds. Even cable. Best antenna. Ground plane. Three radio. Then they upgraded. So the three radio was $9.95. Freaking great antenna. Then they upgraded to the 4 doesn't hold up for what it used to. They just, there's no more pride to it, except for Mako. It's like now I run a Mako 4 elements, and I run it on the flat side. Shit, the directions for those things they give you, everything you need, how far to put the elements, what length the elements to, everything. I mean, right down to the shit, eighth of an inch or whatever, or below. First time I set it up, my SWRs was 1 to nothing. So I mean, I bought a Lightning quad, 2-element quad. What a piece of shit. I thought it was going to be like an Avanti or something, all metal radials. Yeah, no. They're fiberglass or some shit to bend and wobble and shit. Less than a week, the cables broke on the things. Yeah, they just don't make them like they used to. But I went for an all-around. I run a serious 2016 model. And that's, I've had a lot of great reports on that. That seems to be a great antenna.
Hey, Roger on that there. Yeah. Yeah, my first base station antenna, believe it or not, was a Archer crossbow. I'll never forget the name. It was in a big tube, and it had the spirals around it, like green and blue colors around it. That's definitely Shakespeare. Shakespeare made that antenna. It comes up, you got the bracket, then you screw the top whip on it, and that was the whole antenna. And it was fiberglass, but it did a very good job. I had it for many years, and then the 90s hit right around 91, 92-ish. I think I gave it to my cousin, so he wanted to get on the air. And I don't know if it's still up yet in the woods, but it's set up in the woods up in a pine tree way up in the air. But I highly doubt that antenna is still alive. I highly doubt it. But I had that. That was my first base station antenna in the mid 80s or so, late 80s or mid 80s, something right around in there. I was probably about 12, 13 years oldish, right around there, and that was a good antenna. And then everybody was raving about these stupid A99s, and so I tried one. It worked just as good as the other one, the crossbow, same damn thing. And I had the ground plane kit on it, blah, 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 blah. Then after a while, I got tired of that. I went to aluminum. And I bought a Mako, what the hell was it there? Let's see, that was antenna number 1 or 2. 3 was the Mako, I can't remember, Mako 5/8. I think it was a super penetrator or something like that. That was that antenna. I ran wire antennas. And let's see what else over the years. And then this one, I mean, I didn't have that many antennas. I run them till they all die. I mean, get your money's worth out of them, and instead of changing antennas and all that, if this antenna goes, I'm probably going to get another one or whatever they got out there. It's really good. I think I'd stick to Serio. It's made in Italy, but I tell you what, boy, they make these antennas really good. I mean, I never had any problems. And it's seen better days, but I tell you, it still hangs in there with hangs in there with everybody. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I switched over and I heard a bunch of people bitching and moaning, and I don't know, we were talking too much and talking about different things I just didn't understand or whatever. So I said, hey, wait a second. Apparently they designed a bit more at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I don't hear nothing but you. That's pretty much it. I don't hear anybody else. And that's the God's honest truth. All I hear is just you. Someone else is around there, and probably in your area, you're probably complaining. I don't know, but I don't hear nobody here. It's just you.
Yeah, Carolina, 757 Minnesota, we got you in here. Yeah, I switched over from the beam over to the Sirius, and that's what I heard of. So I must have been hitting them off the back of the beam, or they were hitting me off the back of the beam, so I really didn't even hear them in there.
Oh, roger that. I would just switch to vertical, because that's all we got, just a vertical antenna. I do have a inverted V, but I'm not using that. Or I got my other long wire I can use. That's horizontal, but I'm just running vertical. That's all I'm running.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Roger that there. I remember Radio Shack made another antenna. It was like a ground plane. I think Antenna Specialist made that one. Do you remember the one that was like because I knew a friend of mine had one and he was when he started off, it was actually aluminum. It had the ground planes and it had the radiator on the top. I forgot what they called that. It wasn't a crossbow or was it? I can't remember. But I had the crossbow, the fiberglass one, and he had the metal one. I can't remember the name of the metal one. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, they made lots of metal antennas back then. Because they would produce noise, and they had one of the speaking beacons. And if you ran normal power through it, at the end of it, lit up the head as you talk. So they had that, but as soon as you started running any kind of power through it, you just toast the bulb out of the thing. Yeah, you had Radio Shack, you had Lafayette, they had antennas, and a lot of Shakespeare stuff in them too. But, yeah, crazy. 2-hour themes, 5-hour themes, stacked blue acres, crazy. Quads, 2, 4, 6, 8 elephant quads and stuff made out of metal. You know, none of this fiberglass or alternative stuff. It was all metal, perfectly marked off. You just, put the screws in the hole, boom, they were there. I just had a lightning 2-element quad. Half of it was metal, half of it was fiberglass, I guess. And when you made the adjustment, you were supposed to take the screw and drive it in on an angle. And there was no way of fine-tuning it. This thing lasted me less than a week.
Yeah, Roger that there. Yep. That's how I've helped friends in the years put antennas up. Yeah. Yeah, they got like self-tapping stainless steel. This one's held up over the years. It's pre-marked. It was all in Italian, but it's pretty straightforward how to put the thing together, you know. It's pre-measured and it's got the color codes on it. I can remember when I put this up when it was brand spanking new. And you just put the what the heck is it? They go in the holes and you just screw it tight and you just slide this boot over it and no water gets in there. And then those boots are still on there. That is hard to believe. When I took it down, and it was in good shape. The only thing is in bad shape was the radials. I got like 3 or 4 left in the bottom. The hurricanes and the weather took a toll on that antenna. So, and I'm just surprised it held on this long. And a bird flew into it. It actually bent it. I think it was one of them damn peacocks. We had a lot of peacocks around here. I don't know. I haven't seen any today or whatever. Believe it or not, we have all these stray peacocks running around. I think somebody was breeding them or something like that, or for whatever. I don't know. We had this hurricane like I don't know 6 years ago or so, and must have blew open the coop or something they were in. Now we got white ones, gray ones, or white and brown ones. You know the colors. Then of course you got the one that's it spreads their wings in the back there that has all the different colors and all that. I think one of them birds flew into that dang antennas. I can't think of anything else because those birds are so dang clumsy. They'll fly into anything because they're so damn big. I've seen them on our roofs and over here. I mean, I got a dog here. He hates them. I says, "Oh, there's a peacocks. Get them!" And he runs right at them, and then they just fly away and they don't come around anymore. So. That's a good thing, and if they're in the front yard, they only go in the front yard. If they're in the front yard, I just scare them off, And, those things are a nuisance, and they crap all over the place. Oh, man. But, I got rid of them, and my dog got rid of them, too. So, glad to see that. But I haven't seen any, I don't know, maybe, I want to say at least 4 weeks. So, I don't know. One of these game warden came around, got them, or the state. I don't know, but they don't belong here in Syllabus, in the neighborhoods. That's crazy. They don't belong. They belong out in the wild, not here.
Well, I'll tell you what. This was on that Mako. That other antenna I had a problem with. They had the 1
there's an antenna company out there for the ham antennas. It's called the not the butternut. There's another one that's made here in Fellsmere, Florida. I can't remember the name of the vertical. Damn, I forget the name of it. But I remember they called in for about my neighbor had one next door, but he passed away. But he had one, and they cursed him out and this and that. The guy's a real jerk, you know. And here it is. It's a big company. Oh, Gap antennas. That's GAP, Gap antennas. And you know, he wanted to know you know, where the center to go, how the SWRs are set, and he needed a part was missing or something. I can't remember because he had a Gap antenna. I remember that. And they gave him nothing but headaches or whatever. I think he took it down and then he sold it, or not sold it. He gave it back or got his money back. I mean, this was a long time ago. It had to been about at least 5 to 6 years ago. But yeah, I remember he had a Gap Titan. That's what it was. And those antennas are a real bitch to set up, as far as I hear. Nice talking to you there. You and your family have a good, prosperous Thanksgiving there. Good day to you there. And I enjoyed the conversation talking about old school stuff, antennas, and, you know, see, this is what I'm saying. This is what it's all about, you know. Not so many people realize, you know, I mean, there's other people, yeah, there's other people that take it seriously. And there's other people that just don't care, you know. It's half and half, you know. But you know, this is why I enjoy talking to people from far away or whatever. DX, I'm a DXer. I like to talk skip, and you know, sideband's my thing. I love sideband, and you know, so this is where it's at, man. But anyways, you have yourself a good day, and we'll talk to you again soon. I'm usually on 36 lower sideband. That's where I usually hang out. It's my home channel. I like hanging out there. A lot of good people there, so I'll let you go. I won't tire you up, and get your coffee there and get your day started again or whatever. We're gonna go QRT and myself, go to back to 36, see what's cooking on there. Catch you later. Happy Turkey Day to you. 209 Operator J. That's Julie Alpha Yankee here in southeast coast of Florida. We'll be on the side. CQDX, 209 Central Florida. 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by. CQDX, 209 Central Florida. 209 Central Florida, calling CQDX, standing by. CQDX, CQDX 209 Central Florida calling and standing by.
You check.
CQDX 209 Central Florida calling CQDX standing by.
I got some small and I got coax. I just got small coax. Yeah, my one friend, he said that he had 3 IMAX 2000. You never buy another one. Has a bigger coax before, but yeah. 350 Texas 812 Ontario.
CQDX calling CQDX 209 Central Florida calling and standing by. Yeah, I heard that station calling me. There's a lot of stations out there. I think you said you're in Canada there. Hello there to you. Thanks for the comeback there. Yeah, there's some stations out here. It's crowding up over here. Plus, the band conditions on my side here are starting to diminish a little. But, yeah, you got 209 in Central Florida here waving back.
There's 209 in California. 209. Okay. Yeah, I smoked my Amtron 99. It was 20 years old. But, yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you were in Canada. Oh, I got you. You said you're in California. Well, I tell you what, you're making a fine trip to cross country here. That's for sure, man. Good cross country DX skip, whatever, backscatter. You're doing a fine job on here this way in the southeast coast of Florida, Roger.
Thank you, Sal, on that. Yeah, I may do something like a full-wave delta loop here on the other side of the loop and put that on the flat side. Over. San Jose, California. On the other side. Happy Thanksgiving, sir.
Yeah, you too. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hopefully things are going well in California, I hope, and no issues. It's been really bad over there. I feel bad for you guys, how things are. I'm hoping you have a good, blessed Thanksgiving over there. And you take care, and best of 7-3 from my family to yours. Have yourself a good Thanksgiving. 209 Central Florida. We'll be on the side.
Really fried. Good boy, 721 out. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Take care. CQDX 209 Central Florida. There's 38 idiots. CQDX 209 Is any skip land? Any skip left out there? 209 Central Florida. Calling, standing by. CQDX 209 Central Florida. 209 Central Florida. Calling and standing by. Alright guys, I don't know, I guess skip conditions are starting to go down, so we're going to probably call this one here a successful, we're using the D104, the old school D104, if I can get it in there. Good microphone, desk microphone. think I'm going to call this the pull a plug on this one here. So everybody that's out there, I appreciate you visiting. Shooting Star, Justin, thanks for showing up. Rest of y'all out there, appreciate you stopping by. And I'm going to call this one, call it a day. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll do a live, because in the mornings you get a lot of good DX from all the, across the pond or in France and whatever else. But anyways, we'll say 7-3 to y'all and have yourself a good Thanksgiving. Bye, y'all.